It's Farmall Friday! Boom! Well, today I think what we're going to do is hop on a 756. I don't have a 4-bottom plow yet, or a different type of plow, which would actually be a rollover 3-bottom. But anyways, that's a whole different story in and of itself. Right now, what I want to do is, what my plans are this year is, yes, I'm going to pick some beans, haul some beans, sell some beans, but I'm going to grow corn and soybean mixture to grind my own chicken feed. And the main reason is when I got into poultry about like 4 years ago, I could buy a 100-pound bag of land mash for $10. You couldn't have made it cheaper than that. It was ill-advised to not buy it. It was so cheap. Well, here we are about 3 years later and it's 22, so it's over doubled. And if I was a betting man, I would say it's probably not going to take another 2, 3, or 4 years for that to double again. At least get to maybe closer to $30 per 100. And with me having made up my mind that I'm going to increase my birds with everything else that's going on by at least a dozen to a dozen and a half more than what I have now, which is about 15 birds, I'm going to be going through some feed. Obviously here in the winter, I mean, snow gets yay deep and they're not free ranging. So they're not finding, say, in the best of months here, they're finding up to 50% of their daily diet on their own by free ranging. That doesn't happen in the winter. You got to pound the feed to them. And yes, laying does slow down, but they still do lay if there's a good amount of feed and you put a light to them, which I don't, because they're set to lay a certain amount anyways, and I figure why speed up that process. But if you have so many birds, you're still going to get enough eggs and whatnot to feed yourself. Self-sufficiency. So I think what I'm going to do this year, I'm going to grow corn, grow soybeans, probably have to buy oats. Not going to be growing oats this year. And then, add a calcium mineral supplement to it, grind it in and bag my own. I think we're heading toward a time or a period where if you have the ability to make your own animal feed, it's probably going to be worth it. So let's get the 756 hooked to the 311, finish that other field, and then once we're done doing that, I need a couple dry days. I'm going to put the C36 disc back together, and we're going to try out that Super C-Ski. Yep, we sure are. And I can't remember which viewer warned me, but they said, wait till you get on that thing and start discing. You're going to be owned. So I look forward to that. So let's go. Let's grow. It's almost growing season. I've got my seed all bought and paid for. There you go. All right, before I back her on out, I just want to say one thing. Inside wall to inside wall is 50 inches on this tractor. And you see, at least in the last video, if you saw that plowing video, well, you're going to see today how well it did with 314s. Now somebody, ooh, those are uneven. I got them cranked really wacky and weird. But somebody was saying that I needed to be inside to inside 80 inches. So they're saying center of tractor over to the inside edge 40 inches for one more 14-inch bottom of 414. I don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I think I go from, because right now dead center over, I'm 25. Okay, 21 would put the inside of this tire rubbing the furrow. Okay, you don't want that. I don't know, a lot of guys have nicknames for it, but call it what it is, furrow rub on the inside of that tire. So it's out another, so 21 would rub it 3 inches out and you're off of it, and that's 20. That's why 25 works. I believe with 414s, 28 would rub and 31 get you off that furrow. I think you come out another 6 or 7 inches, and I think we plow all day with the 414. I don't know. Somebody in the comment section said, man, I hope some older guys chime in and throw it, because your calculations don't seem right. Well, the ultimate measure of a calculation is success, and that you can't knock. That worked. Most people wouldn't get away with this. We had 2 days ago, we had about 3 or 4 inches of snow that stuck and of course melted, because that time of year. And then yesterday it rained all day, and about 5 o'clock the sun come out. So 5 to what's it, dark till 8:30. So we had about 3.5 hours of drying time for 2 days of moisture. And like I say, most guys that have land would not get away with this. It still is chewy. Sandy loam, gravel. I'm going to start right there, go along the edge and get her done. And this is more than likely going to all be in corn. Yeah, this was soybeans last year. That was corn over there, and then that over there I left fallow. And we're just going to do some different stuff this year now that I have different plans, and go for broke. So there we are. Same setup, different day. Go, let's grow. Regulators, mount up. All right, you know the routine, direct drive, low 4. And I think we'll go through here like butter. There we go. And yeah, let's dive her down. Get right in that furrow. I like to start off slow, my first round, first pass. That's a fairly deep furrow. Probably a dollar bill's 6 inches. That's probably 3 over that, so probably 9. We're going about plowing about 9 inches. You can see the tractor's tilted. But anyways, this is all going to be disc with a Super C, hopefully, if things turn out. I've never used that in the field. I used it to plow some snow with. That's about it. It did an okay job doing that with the back blade. But those discs could be another story. And one viewer said they will be. So I'm going to take you up on that. See if I can call your bluff or you call mine. But either way, tomorrow morning, I'll be at that magenta of colors plow day. And they're going to get rain. So all I'm doing is running the camera. They get stuck. Well, it won't be the first time on my YouTube channel somebody got stuck. But I'm going to keep going and growing and get ready to grow. Look at that nice dark dirt. All right, and I've made a decision on these discs. What I'm going to do is go ahead and run with the new bearing, because new bearings are good to run with. Some guys might argue and say, well, why'd you put the Zerks in the front? They're going to hit the dirt first. Well, I put them there for easy sake, for greasing sake. And what happened was I gained, and I told a lot of people this on the live stream, but I don't think everyone watched it, but I gained a 1/2 inch because this spool is 7.5 inches and these are on 7-inch centers. So what I have to do to make up that 1/2 inch is use a spacer that's 6.5 inches. Well, one disc, you know, it'll be on 6.5 inch center. Sure, it won't matter, especially since that's still on 7. And I'm going to replace this disc, that disc, and I don't know, pretty much any other disc I can't live with. But that's how that's going to work. So it'll work. It'll work. And it's going to be a spool like this. It'll be green because it's a John Deere spool, 6.5 inch John Deere spool. And what I'll do is I'll paint it black to match the new bearing. And that's how we going to do. And then what I just plowed, I'll disc it up with this. And you know, they do have a little bit of an adjustment here. You just slide this back and forth for aggressive. And oh, I don't know, I think at first I go least aggressive just to get a feel for it and the tractor. But I could see what you're saying. I don't remember which viewer, what your name is, but I could see what you're saying, because just driving around with this thing on the back, it's something else, even with the weights. I see why some guys stack these up. You know, they'll put 2 of them on the front and stuff. So, but running really good now, the Super C. Still don't have the leveling link. That's kind of starting to drive me nuts quite a bit, because I do have the plow there, and I will save quite a bit of plowing for this tractor. I didn't buy it just a disc. I bought it to Farmall Friday. That's kind of our day. But yep, that's the project. And I will be picking those discs up tomorrow. They'll be black, the new spool will be black, and this whole row will be new-ish, and we'll go for broke. I'll see you tomorrow at that plow day. Going to be real interesting. And then after that, I'm going to film for probably 2 hours, and then after that, Lawrence County, I think it's the Western Pennsylvania Tractor Association, they're having their kickoff, basically first pull of the year. So hopefully that goes well and we'll get some footage. So figure it this way, we'll do a premiere Saturday night of the plow day, and then Sunday night we'll do the pull day. This is a Farmall Friday to kick things off. We did some plowing, we're gonna go watch some plowing tomorrow, and then Sunday we're gonna do some pulling. At least video-wise, that's what we're gonna do. Boom!